Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm SkilliamSkillium, and in this video I'm going to talk about the time that I fought Gamerboy80 in Bedwars. As I'm sure a lot of you may know, back in July, Gamerboy80 decided to upload daily on his channel, which meant that he was on Hypixel playing Bedwars almost every, if not every day. Around this time, I just started to play solo Bedwars a lot more often, and one day I queued a game on Playground and noticed that there was a player whose playstyle looked a lot like Gamerboy80 to me. Now I know that might sound kinda weird, and there's no way I can prove to you that I already thought it was Gamerboy80 as soon as I played him, but I honestly did. Anyway, moving on. I'm a big fan of Gamerboy80, and I've watched a lot of his videos, so I know what kind of decisions he generally makes when he plays solo Bedwars. For example, he doesn't usually put any bed defense down, he usually chooses sharpness over prot and a trap, he often likes to buy potions early in the game, and so on. All of these things the player in my game did. The player, whose name was RC, ended up using jump and speed on me twice before eliminating me from the game. I decided to look up his name on Plank to see if he was a nick, and he was, which made me more confident that it was Gamerboy80, because RC doesn't look like a regular Hypixel generated nickname, meaning that it could be a custom one set by a YouTuber. At this point, I decided to text my friends, of course, to let them know what I thought had happened. Back then, if you went to Gamerboy80's Plank profile, you could still see if he was online and what game mode he was in. It's worth noting that he's turned this feature off since then. One of my friends checked his Plank, and sure enough, he was online in a solo Bedwars game. You would think that all of this was enough evidence for me to be satisfied and just wait for that day's video to come out, but nah, I decided to keep investigating. Keep in mind it was COVID-19 summer, and I didn't really have anything better to do than remove all doubts in my brain as to whether or not the player I fought was Gamerboy80. Anyway, I watched the replay back and noticed one thing that confused me. This player actually made a couple of silly slip-ups, which I didn't think Gamerboy80 would do. He did end up cutting them out of the video, but if you pay attention to the scoreboard timestamps, you can see what I'm referring to. Before I show you what I'm talking about, I want to make myself clear. I don't think there's anything wrong with cutting out your mistakes. It's something that I do all the time, and I'm sure a lot of other Bedwars YouTubers do too. But all that I'm saying is that the mistakes that he made seemed a little bit out of the ordinary to me when I first watched the replay back. For example, right here on the way to his first rush, Gamerboy80 picks up the diamonds and starts bridging. Then there's a cut, and you can see that it's actually 25 seconds later, and he doesn't have the diamonds anymore, because he fell into the void. Also, if you look at the scoreboard, you can see that blue team no longer exists because they were taken out by me on red team. Just thought I would point that out to make myself feel a little bit better for losing in just a little bit.
Oh, I see red here. He still has a bed, so I'm going to start heading towards his base. He's going to chase me, actually, which is fine, I think. I can just grab some of his stuff and head to this base. Is he still chasing? He is. So I'm just going to put it away here. Put that away. And I don't want to kill him. Like, if I kill him, then that's real bad news.
I was really confused as to why he didn't even try to hit me there because I didn't know that he was doing a challenge, but anyway, next he goes speed and jump and starts running towards my base, and if you pay attention to the scoreboard, you can see that it's around 2 minutes and 48-ish seconds, and then there's a cut to a whole minute later. And this cut is because I actually killed him the first time he came to my base, but obviously he didn't want to include that in the video, which again, I don't blame him for at all. But I just wanted to point out that, for the record, I did kill Gamerboy80 once. He's able to break my bed right here, and then thanks to his speed and me missing all of my hits, he knocks me into the void, and I'm out of the game. Right after that, he actually misses this not very difficult jump, which really confused me, like I said, when I was trying to figure out if it was Gamerboy80 or not. Anyway, I decided to rewatch the replay again and see if RC's Bedwars cosmetics matched up with Gamerboy80's. RC's bed break effect was pumpkins, his projectile trail was chickens, and his victory dance was a blaze rod. Sure enough, all of these are the exact cosmetics that Gamerboy80 uses. Later that day, Gamerboy80 uploaded a video called Bedwars, but I can only kill each player once. The very first game of that video was a game that I played on Playground, which means that all of my friends and around 273,000 other people got to see me get killed by Gamerboy80. And that is the story of the time that I fought Gamerboy80 in Bedwars. I hope you guys enjoyed my first ever attempt at doing a story time type of video. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.